Do 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 do. Banana nut. Do 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 do. Banana nut. Oh, we're getting everything going. It's Friday night. You're doing all the background work since it won't let me do it before I start the stream, so I got to do it now. Text. Oh, I don't want to do that from there. Got to open that. Nope, wrong one. Do it from there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Relax. We're getting there. Come on. There we go. Click this. Maybe. All right, there we go. Pause. Copy. Where do we go next? We go here. Then we go to click this. Man, I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. Good start to your weekend. Should be starting for a lot of people right now. We'll say hi to everybody here in a minute. Send that. Paste that. Click that. All right, we did that. We're almost done. We're almost done. One more. Everyone, publish. Yes, publish. Thank you. My page. Oh, we're getting some people in here now. There we go. There we go. All right, we do this. Click this. Click this. Copy. Oh, freaking finally. We're getting there. Paste. Click. All right, we're almost done. Hey GT, how's the kiddos? They're getting better, man. Carter, my oldest, he had pneumonia, and then Princess GT has strep. So it's been a fun week, to say the least. To say the least, it's been a fun week. All right, all the background work's done. It's ridiculous how long that takes. All right, let's put this in live chat because it's in top chat already. One way to start. All right, we're in live chat. Let's scroll up. See, we got what's up, Mitch? What up, Ricky? We got Ricky Bobby in here. What's up, Christopher? What up, D18? What up, Brad? What up, Mock? What up, Angel? What up, Gene? What up, Chris? He's got his Spartan shield on. What up, Mary B's got her Spartan shield on. We got RC Rome. What up? What's up, Nate? What's up, WR? What's up, Mad Dog? William Oliver. Let's see, Wing, Walter, Cliff, Kenneth. Dave, I don't need any up, dog. Thank you, though. Nate L. Got Cash, Flower 6, Day 6, Week 6, Day 6, and Flower. Nice. Ooh, smell like cherry pebbles. I like it. Yeah, it's definitely got a cool scent to it. Good terpene profile on it. What's up, Pell? What up, Gene? Oh, you piece of shit. Just switch to top chat. Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Early in the chat, should be able to find where I was up at. What up, Steven? What up, Scuba? What up, Smoking? What up, Green? What up, Fred? What up, Mad Dog? What up, JP? What up, Artful? How's it doing, buddy? Hey, I got all your hats in yesterday. You guys, your new hats will be here. I should have worn one for the stream tonight. I'll be sending out you guys messages. All my mods are getting hats. First and only hats I'm ever making. Hey, where'd that go? What's up, Pura Vida? Seedlings are slow. Any suggestions? Probably back off of the watering. Generally, if you're watering the seedlings a little too often, it'll slow them down. Would be my first guess. What up, Eric? What's up, Sammy? What's up? Oh, it's Sweden. What time is it in Sweden? Like 11 o'clock at night? I'm guessing. GT, thanks for the info last week. Hey, brother, no problem. That's what I'm here for. What up, East Coast? What up, Mud Dog? Why does it keep doing that? What up, Red Pill? He's got his Spartan Shield on there. So you guys get your Spartan Shield if you become a member. It's only $5 a month. You get a little Spartan Shield. You get to see some posts I make every once in a while that most of the channel can't see. What up, Evan? What up, Steven Duck? Can't wait to try PFG. Dude, PFG is fantastic. I got some of it in that right there, and then there's a jar of it up that I keep right in this closet right here. What up, Gizzard? First ever grow, going great. Thanks to your channel. Oh, love to hear it. Kevin Smith rules. Blew my mind when I first saw your intro. That's awesome. I totally forgot I have a pack of cash I need to run. Ooh, nice. Didn't Ric Flair force himself on women? No fucking clue. No clue. But he was a 16-time world champ. I know that. Woo! What up, Scott? What up, Moochie? What up, Sea Blue? What up, Penn? What up, Jimmy? What up, Electric? What up, Diane? What up, Mid-Mo? I'm in a legal state now. Oh, shit. Nice, Jimmy. Congrats. What's up, what's up, Martin from the UK? 11:15. Okay, so I was close. I was right there. I said it was 11 o'clock, didn't I? Look at that. I got my across the pond time down. I need a new batch of bird food. Yeah, it could be. Plant some more. Hello from the great state of Minnesota. What up, Minnesota High Life? Also remember it's cold right now, so they grow a little slow. It shouldn't be cold where you have the seedlings though. So unless you got them planted outside, which they're going to die, your seedlings should be in a little contained unit. So the outside temperature shouldn't have any effect on the inside, how well things are growing. I don't have it. My plants don't slow down at all in the wintertime because it's warm in my grow room. What's up, GT? Go Lions. No, go Bills. Let's go Bills. You got it wrong. It was an animal. You had it right. Just you wrong animal. Yeah. See, Rick Riviera's got it. He's got it. Go Bills. Let's go Bills. They got a tough game this weekend. They got the Chiefs. We're gonna see how Patrick Mahomes does. This is Patrick Mahomes. This is insane. His first ever playoff game that isn't a home game. So we're gonna see how that goes. The Chiefs looked good last weekend. So I mean, the Bills look great, which is crazy for me because I've been a Bills fan since the early '90s, and not a lot of good years in there. So, your tip for genetics? I don't understand the question. Nice bong. That's awesome. Guys, we don't talk about politics in here. That's just a little reminder. We anybody that wants to talk politics, there's plenty of other channels you should probably go do that on. GT, do you think pH up down is bad for plants? Are you better off just using rhizotonic to increase pH? No, I don't think the pH up. I think you'll run into more problems if you don't use pH up or down. If you needed it, then you would run into if you then using it. Because I mean, I don't have to use it a ton because just where my water is naturally after I put stuff in, it's usually fine. So. Niners all day. I think Niners are the team that win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know if there's a team out there that can beat the Niners. I was super stoked to see the Lions make it into the playoffs, though. Or make a win in the playoffs. That was cool. What up, Jimbo Slice in Florida? I was just in Florida at Disney World a few weeks ago, like over the Christmas break, New Year's time. How do I get bird fruit from you? You should probably check out my you should probably check that link out right there. That's my Patreon. Check out any of the VIP tiers. I would suggest checking that out. My VIPs always get my crosses for free. Oh, hi there, Jason. Jim Kelly was a good. That's like back in the time frame whenever I like became a Bills fan, because I'm not from anywhere around there. Whenever I was little, I just liked the buffalo on the helmet. That's how I got into it. So yeah, I've liked the Bills since I was a little kid. It's always been weird because that's not where I'm from. Thurman Thomas. What about Bruce Smith? Don't forget about Big Bruce. Where is the smoke machine, damn it? Well, the remote for the smoke machine is right here. The smoke machine sits directly behind me, right there. I don't turn it on that much, though. Jesus Christ. It's just so freaking hot. It's just so freaking hot. What's your take on triploids? I got a video on it if you want to watch it. I got a video on it. You can watch it. Go to my channel. I made a whole video on it. Any regular birdseed in the near future? We actually just did regular birdseed. We did Sleeping Giant. We crossed PFG with Blue Dream. It's regular. That was literally my last drop like 2 months ago. So we just did a regular cross. Have you grown out of country? Have I like grown in a different country? No, I grow in this country. I've never been anywhere long enough to grow out of country. Yeah, see, JP News. My 3x3 is wall to wall with sour grape rock candy. Halfway through week 8, they looking like they'll be done soon. Nice, I like it. I was a really big fan of sour grape rock candy. How many weeks flower are the PFG? Generally, they're a full 8 week. I grew in Panama. Nice. I got a bunch of buddies that grow in like Guam and New Zealand, South Africa. I mean, literally all over. So. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, what up, Buddhist? It's good talking to you the other day, buddy. What up, Steve? What up, Alexander Construction? Hey, that's a free plug. Let's see. What up, Brad? First time ever. Hey! Congrats. First time ever. Hey, GT. What's up, GT? What's your opinion on coconut fiber mulch mats for moisture retention on top layer of soil? I don't think it's needed. It's one of those things where it's like I don't think it hurts anything, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I don't think it's needed unless you were like if you were. Let me rephrase that. If you're in a circumstance where you have a lot of evaporation, like let's say you grow it like in a desert climate, Afghanistan, someplace where it's super low humidity, like northern Canada in the wintertime, where there is like no humidity in the air. Something like that or a cover crop could actually help you out with extending your time in between watering days. But other than something like crazy off the wall like that, it's one of those things. This is the reason I don't have a bunch of sponsors, because the way I talk about products, it's one of those things I don't think you need to waste the money on unless you live in some kind of extreme area. I don't think it's a necessary thing. I'm always going to tell you guys, if you need a product, that you should go buy it. But in the most part, I'm going to land on the side of you don't need to spend the money on something if it's not necessary. You know what I mean? I got Bella glitter on me. Come on, Bella. What is it? Bella glitter. Her hair, it's like barbed. It like stabs into your shirt, and even if you like use one of those little like tape roller things, it doesn't come off. All right, I think we're good. I got one little Bella glitter thing right here. So we call her hair Bella glitter. Come on. And it's like almost impossible to get out of your shirt. And then with this dark black shirt, her Bella glitter hair shows up fantastic on it. Oh, man. Do you clone your males or collect and save the pollen? It would depend. If we're going to do a regular breeding, then we would pick the best of the best males, clone it, and then get it ready for its run with whatever females we're going to run. But generally, I don't like to save the pollen. After like 30 days, it really loses a lot of its effectiveness. So I don't like to keep and store the pollen. I like to have the pollen fresh right when the female's ready for pollen. So generally like the end of week 3, the beginning of week 4. So I like to time it so that the male is releasing pollen the same time the female's ready for pollen. So the females can actually take the pollen a little bit sooner. I mean, technically, as soon as they start, getting pistil hairs, you can throw pollen on them. I just like the females to get a little bit more size to them before I start chucking pollen at it. What up, Robo? Glad to have you here. Clone 12 Spartan skunks, and they all took. Awesome, brother. Yeah, you make sure you hold on to that one because I'm never making that one again. We got banned from growing it. Miss GT was like, that one smells atrocious. She goes, it smells like there's a skunk loose in the house. So we're actually banned from growing any more Spartan Skunk OG. So if you have a cut of it, don't lose it because I'm never making it again, ever. So if you got it, keep it because it's never coming around again. Same with like the sour grape rock candy. If you got some of that, keep it because I'm never making it again because there wasn't a huge like push for it. Because I think Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer really like overshadowed it, and we kind of lost out on it. So my YouTube is just no, I don't know. So we kind of lost out on sour grape rock candy. There just wasn't a big push for it. We didn't really realize that it was what it was until it was already like all, I had given it all out. So hit that like button. Hey, thanks, James. And appreciate that. Yeah, every time I tried mulch, it's been a pain in the ass. Watering with straw on the top of the pots is nightmare. Yeah, if you got all that straw and stuff on the top, just water from the bottom. It'll suck it all up. What up, Mobile? What up, Angel? What up, Thomas? What up, Mitch? He waits till them ladies are 18 till they get pollen. No, it's true. What up, Harvey? Can I use CalMag when you're flushing? I mean, you could. Are you doing a flush at the end of your grow? Because I mean, you don't really need to use it at that time frame. But if you were using CalMag, like let's say you accidentally put too many nutrients in, and you didn't want to just water, you could do it. But it would depend on how much you needed to water. Because if it was just if I had like, let's say I was at like 10,000, ppm in my pot, I wouldn't want to put anything through it. I would just want to run a bunch of water through it to get down as fast as possible because you're going to waste a lot of CalMag trying to flush through there. If you got to flush through there 2 or 3, 4 times, it's a lot of CalMag to go through. I would probably save it till the last one and then add the CalMag if you're going to, but you wouldn't have to. I just experienced ammonia smell in my tent for the first indoor grow. Ammonia, oof, that's a strong smell. It smells like you were growing crescendo. Jesus, oof, that was a rough one. Atomic Smash Cake babies are monsters. That's not a surprise at all, considering Lineage has Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer in it, which is one of the biggest producing and biggest plants strains I've ever made. So that doesn't surprise me at all. Hey GT, I'm using AC auto watering trays and organic inputs. Haven't seen any videos on top dressing those. Any advice? Well, you shouldn't have to top dress. I'm not too familiar with the AC Infinity auto watering, but don't they have like a reservoir that you could put water newts in, or is they literally just water? Because I thought those auto watering pots, do they not have like the grow hubs where they have a big reservoir where you can put your nutrients in? You shouldn't have to top dress. Oh, because you're using organics. Yeah, you should be able to top dress that in, no problem. Do you like auto pots and cocoa? I'm thinking about it. Yeah, they will work fine. Auto pots and cocoa work great. Just remember to add some perlite. Don't just put straight cocoa in there. Add some perlite into it also. You don't save some of all of your birdseed phenos. No, man, if it's something special like the super grape, or if I have plans to cross it into the future, then yeah, I save those. If I have no future plans for them, then I give them out to my my patrons. If they want them, I send them out. So if I don't have any future plans for them, I just give them away. Is Bill Ward in here? My buddy Bill's in here. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit. Hey, what up, Bill? Guys, you haven't checked out Bill Ward's channel, make sure you go do it. It's probably one of the better growers on YouTube, and probably the best autoflower grower there is on there. So make sure you go check out Bill Ward's channel. I've been watching Bill Ward's channel for freaking years at this point. He's going to be coming up on that 100,000 subscriber mark here pretty soon, I believe. What's your process for using STS and colloidal silver to make feminized pollen? Do you alternate? Hey, Ed, dude, that's a great question. I actually just did a video series on there. And there's a couple different ways that you can do this. So you can actually make your feminized pollen with just STS spray. You can make it with just colloidal silver, or you can make it with a combination of STS spray and colloidal silver. And I guess I can go over, you guys want to hear about it. I guess I can go over all three strategies, because each one of them, they will all work. And since I've done them, all of them a bunch of times, I'll tell you guys about kind of like my success rates that I've had with each of the different three methods. So the first one, we'll just do them one at a time, and then the combination. So my first one, we'll just do colloidal silver. If you're just going to spray colloidal silver, you start the last week of veg, you spray 3 times a day, which is a pain in the freaking butt. But you spray 3 times a day. Guys, I'm going to miss a lot of questions in the chat, because this is kind of an in-depth kind of answer. So if you've got questions, just hold on a second, because it's going to take a minute to explain. Fuck. So with your colloidal silver, you're going to start the last week of veg. You're going to start spraying 3 times a day, once in the morning, once when you get home from work, once, you can be lights out, it doesn't matter. You're going to do that the last week of veg, and then through the first 2 weeks of flower. You're going to notice kind of a reoccurring theme with this time frame. And you're going to do the last week of veg and the first 2 weeks of flower 3 times a day. Freaking shoot me. And then and then that's it. You'll stop, and then you'll see all your little flower pods starting to appear. And then a week and a half, 2 weeks after that, you'll start getting pollen. The next method is colloidal silver only. You're going to start the first day of flower. You are going to spray at night whenever the lights are just getting ready to go off, because the lights will actually do kind of damage the STS spray. You're going to spray like right before the lights go off or right when they go off. Either one is fine. You're going to spray for 30 days, but you're only going to spray once every 5 days. And then that's all there is to colloidal silver spray. So it's a little bit different time frame. So it's basically the first 4 weeks of flower, but it's super easy because you're only spraying 1 time every 5 days. So it makes it very nice. Then the last one of these is whenever you do it in combination. So you have STS spray and colloidal silver. You're going to go back to where you spray for the last week of veg and then the first 2 weeks of flower. So whenever you're going to do this, the last week of veg for the combination, you use the STS spray your branches. You're going to do that once every other day for the first week. And then as soon as you switch over to flower, we're done with the STS spray. We're going to pick up the colloidal silver, and then we are going to use colloidal silver spray for the first 2 weeks of flower. You're going to spray the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, or the late afternoon and late evening. And then the same time period for that. Okay, so now what do I think works the best? Because I've done them all a ton of times. They all work, okay? But the rate at which you get and the amount of pollen you get, none of them are better than the combination of STS and colloidal silver. It works the best. The other ones still work. It's not like the other ones don't work. The other ones still work whenever you're doing that. So colloidal silver, when you're doing it, it can be kind of a crapshoot. If you're lucky, you get about 50% of your pods that will produce pollen, and the other ones won't. Sometimes you won't get very much pollen at all. So it's really got to sit there and check all the things to get your pollen, and then be very careful with your pollen. The STA spray, I think, works a little bit better than just colloidal silver, and then it's not even a contest. The colloidal silver and STS spray in combination works the best by a giant margin. You have so much pollen, it's almost like you're growing regulars. All right. Whew. Thanks, brother. Not here for the shout out, but appreciate it. Hey, brother. The shout out is my pleasure. I like to, shout out to any other content creator I watch, and it's most of them. I watch almost everybody. So All right, let's see. Let's get back over to chat now. All solar cups in Sweden are transparent. You can also you can put like paper over them, something like this thing that Princess GT made me. Oh, with like construction paper, thick paper, or you can paint them or tape, something like that. Guys, remember, don't smoke your sprayed plants. Yeah, I don't smoke them. I always kill the part that I spray after I get the pollen from it. Oklahoma's in the house. Hey, Oklahoma. I made my own STS spray, grow balls all over them. Nice. I love it. Woo! What up, Floyd? So there will be no sour grape rock candy crosses? Nope. There won't be. You know, Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer was like such an over the top success that it kind of, because that was our first double drop where we dropped Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer and sour grape rock candy at the same time. And Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer was like such an off the wall, like insane success with how popular that line got, that, you know, it just kind of overshadowed like sour grape rock candy. So must be a simpler way. I don't know. Well, I think it's pretty simple. Hey sir, do you know what happened to the Grow Boss, Jason? Haven't seen any news from him in a while. Thanks. Yeah, he started concentrating more on he used to be a paramedic, and he wrote a new paramedic book, and he has a paramedic YouTube channel, and he started concentrating more on promoting his paramedic book to train new paramedics, and his paramedic YouTube channel. So that's what Grow Boss is doing these days. GT, when leaving the lights at the top of the tent, do you also put plants on the floor or on top of something until they are tall enough? No, I put them on the floor. Yeah, the smaller the plant, the less light they need. The taller they get, the bigger they are, so the more light they can get. So it works out. GT, can you explain what it is, F1, F2, F3? And that's just the different generations. So you can see them labeled a few different ways depending on the company, but it's literally telling you the generations of work that they really put into stabilizing that plant. Generally, whenever you see something with like an 8 behind it, 8's kind of like where we top out as far as like stabilization. And generally those will be more expensive because they've literally put at least a decade worth of work into getting those stabilized out that far. So if you see something out there with a 1, then it's like a new cross, like it's first generation. Oh, who has come to visit? It's both doggies. Hey, come here. Oh, hello, friend. Are you chasing Brinley? Huh? Are you chasing her? Did she escape? Now you're mad at me. Now you're mad. Now you are mad at me. Oh, nope, she's back. The puppy was chasing the old dog around, and the puppy is not happy because I now have her picked up, and the old dog's walking around free without her biting her. Hey. You gonna go play? Ready? Ready? Go get Bryn. Get her. Get her, Bella. But that's the difference. So whenever you see those numbers on the sides of the pack, that's what they mean. That's the different generations. Hey, calm down. Oh, God. They're fighting. They're fighting below me. Oh, no. Run. Run, Bryn. Coming in here like a couple of Tasmanian devils. What up, 916? What do you think of Bi-Perspectiva 1000 for 3x3? I think those are made for 2x2, so you might want to check your par map for that, because I think that's a little bit undersized for a 3x3. I think you'd probably be okay in veg, but not for flower. I keep seeing an early fade right after the flower stretch when I no longer want to feed nitrogen. Should I give nitrogen a week after week 4 flower? If it's already yelling, yeah, you can do that. You can also try top dressing some more soil in there. Usually around week 3, I usually have about, after a few waterings, when they go into that new pot, I usually have about this much space at the top of the pot, and a lot of times I will take and I will top dress on just like ocean forest, strawberry fields, whatever your flowering soil is that you're using. I usually right there at the end of week 3. I will sit there and I will take and I will dump a bunch of soil, a bunch of new soil, and I will pack it in the top. So there I get my regular nutrients that I'm putting in. I'm also putting slow release amendments in with all that new soil. So a lot of times if you do just that one simple little step, it'll prevent you from fading fast, fading earlier than you want to fade. Thanks so much. I always appreciate the help you give. Hey, no problem, Ed. Hey, what's up, Keith and Chief? Dude, I am like so low on Keith right now because I keep giving it all to my edibles, buddy. What up, GT? Would love to see some info or content on a hybrid setup with LED or HPS and plus HPS grows. Asking for a friend. I don't know if it would be too much content different because you keep the HPS up there at the top. The only thing you would have to do is you have to bring another AC in to keep the temperature under control with the HPS. Unless it's a wintertime grow, then you can use the heat from the HPS to keep the grow warm. But I would treat it almost the exact same. So it wouldn't be too big of a deal. I don't care if I was using LED and T5s or that would kind of suck though, because then you have lights at different heights. But I wouldn't, it wouldn't be a lot of content difference for growing with the two different lights. The plants don't care what light's above them. What is Grow Boss's new paramedic channel? I don't know if he wants it out. I know because it's like there's I don't know if he wants canna people over there because it's not, whenever he was playing Grow Boss, he was a very confrontational kind of character, which is not like that, when you talk to him on the phone or whatever. So I don't know if he wants canna people over there because it's a nice environment apparently at this time. I think your phone is going off. Oh, it's definitely going off, but it's at the desk behind the computer, so it's a little bit a ways away from me. Is cash still around? I forgot mine while soaking and nothing. Oh man, that sucks. No, there's no cash at the moment. Generation 2 or F2 will be out towards the later part of this summer. 200 on a Friday night. Woo! Go hit that like button. Thanks, Tardis. Appreciate you, brother. Flower will start today. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You have no Spartan skunk bird food left. Oh no, when I said that on I think it was a little live stream or two ago. I was talking about grape cherry punch. I didn't mean to say Spartan skunk. I got plenty of Spartan skunk left. I meant to say grape cherry punch when I realized like somebody else said something. I went back and watched. I'm like, yeah, that was meaning to say grape cherry punch. I got spider mite infestation. Ugh. Day 33 flower, only seeing webs on lower stalks. Any advice? Strip all the big fan leaves off you can. You can get neem oil to spray the plants because it's too late to spray with anything else. So you can get neem oil. You can dust the plants. No, you don't really want to do that. But you can spray them with neem oil. You can remove all the big fan leaves. You can, like everything, and bag it and get out of the house and set that bag on fire. And then after this grow, you got to really, really, really do a detailed clean because those spider mites can live for 3 to 4 weeks without even having can live for like 3 to 4 weeks without having any plant to be on. They can still be alive. So you got to be real careful whenever you start again. Oh. ppm is 450 and I want 1000. Do I mix my newts to 600? Yeah, you ain't gonna hurt anything. 5 to 600 ppm is a completely acceptable feeding range. William, pitch them, burn everything. Yeah, that would be my main thing, but he didn't ask that. He asked what he could do to save them. I'm not saving shit because I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke spiders. He's scared of revenge. Hey, maybe. Shit, I'm late. I'm at work. Well, thanks for hanging out, Dogbone. Spartan Diesel is fire. Awesome. Love to hear that, brother. Zombie Growing. What up, GT? I'm pretty sure you just joined my Patreon the other day. If you did, thank you. Diatomaceous earth. Yeah, but you don't want to put diatomaceous earth on the plants when that, because you don't want to smoke that. So you don't want to put those on flour. If you were in veg, then yes, but not in flour because you don't want to smoke it. You can, but I don't want to smoke crystallized fossils. Oh, getting ready for a new shipment of bird food. Think I'll try that Spartan skunk. That's a good one. It's strong smelling. Make sure your exhaust system is on point. Do you ship bird food to Sweden or any other country? No, I don't ship it anywhere outside of the USA. But there is definitely banks that carry my stuff that ship it all over the world. What up, GT? Can I use Aeroponics Garden for seedling stage? You can. There's things like turbo cloners and stuff like that. They actually make these little pods that you can put your bird food in, and they work just fine. What bugs are more common in the winter? I don't know if there's any that are more common during winter or fall or summer, because most of the times our grows are indoors, and whenever, since they're indoors, a lot of the time they the bugs don't really care. That dog is loud. Jeez, it's not that loud. Dad tent. Female spider mite can have 1 million babies a month. Oh yeah, for the spider mites, you can also get some boxes of ladybugs. They're probably hard to get in the wintertime. They actually make it to your house where they're still alive. But ladybugs, put ladybugs all over your tent. Get a couple boxes. They come in like 1,500 packs. Get a couple packs, let them go. They'll eat spider mites all day long, keep the population down. Oof. Best suggestion for the sleeping giant. Should I full tent pollinate and do a hunt? Seeing as they're regulars, there's more pheno expression. Yeah, you can do that without a problem. I'm going through aphids. Aphids, get yourself some SNS 209. Hey GT, I only have Formulex. Can I feed it to my plants all the way to the end? I'm not familiar with Formulex. I know that's that one. That one I'm familiar with. Which banks? Can't talk about which banks. You can send me an email at thegrow10@gmail.com. That's the number 2, thegrow10@gmail.com. If somebody wants to put that in the chat, I'd be much appreciated. Don't spam me with a bunch of freaking emails, though. One every few days. I get enough emails already because I'm a big dumb idiot who puts their email on YouTube for everybody to see. Springtails or winter bugs, they're harmless. Yeah, you get springtails in your grow. Who cares? Northern Lights growing right now, dude. You're gonna like. I love Northern Lights. That's one of them. One of these. One of those old. One of those old lines that never disappoints. Yay! 1,500 ladybugs in the grow room. The nice part is the ladybugs won't mess with your plants, and whenever there's no more bugs, which there always is going to be, especially with spider mites, then they'll just leave. So how do you count the age of clones? I just count whenever I flip. For clones, I count the day I cut them off and put them into their plugs. That's day 1 of week 1. What's the real opinion of Fox Farm nutrients? I have the same opinion on Fox Farm nutrients as I have of Gaia Green nutrients, as I have of General Hydroponics nutrients, as I have of Psycho nutrients, as I have of any organic style of nutrient, of any synthetic style of nutrient. I have the exact same opinion of all of them. The plant does not care as long as it has N, P, and K in it. They all work. Don't get confused by the marketing or the sticker on the outside of the bottle. Most of this stuff comes from the same exact place. So the plant can't tell, the dispensaries can't tell, and no one, no matter what they say, can tell whether something was grown with synthetic nutrients or organic. Because if they could tell, they'd charge you more for it in the dispensary, but they don't. It all just goes into the same shelf. All right, that's what I think. This is one of the reasons I don't have fucking more sponsors. I get a lot of sponsorship offers, and I refuse to say what they want me to say. It's one of the things that causes me to be in some tiffs with some people from now and then. But I'm going to say what I think. That's all there is to it, and it's always going to be that way, whether the industry likes it or not. Purple Frost Giant first grow stood up well to all my mistakes week 1 flower. Well, I'm glad to hear it, brother. Hey, GT, how many different banks can I find your perf food at? I only know about one. That is the only one. There used to be another one, but I'm pretty sure they went out of business a year or so ago. Woo! Give her hell, GT. You the man. Thanks, brother. Let's see. Is tip burn too much newt? That is exactly what tip burn is salt accumulation and the salts accumulation, no matter if you're dealing with organic or synthetic. That is the start of nutrient burn. The second stage of first stage is just the tip burn. Second stage of nutrient burn is it'll burn the tips of the edges all the way down the leaf. So instead of just that tip of the leaf being burnt, then you'll start seeing it hit all the tips of like all the saw blade leaves on the outside. It'll burn all the edges of the leaf. Third stage, it just takes over the whole leaves, burns up the whole plant. Mainly see that with PK boosters and using them a little bit too much. Oh, my phone keeps going off, and I'm just, all right, it's gone off enough. I'm going to slide over here. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. It's mainly the wife. Slide to the right. We're back this time. It's the wife. What nutrients do you suggest for DWC grow? I know a lot of people really like Floraflex. We've used Floraflex in the past for our DWC stuff. It's always worked really, really well. So, but do any of the DWC, do any of the hydro newts work? Yeah, absolutely. Go with the one you like. We've had really good luck with the Floraflex stuff in our hydroponic style grows. We love that you don't sell out. Thanks, man. My checking account doesn't love it as much, but that's all right. I refuse to bend the knee no matter who comes after me. I'm going to say what I think about something. GT, I gave a friend some Purple Frost Giant. He's now begging me daily for it. Hey, dude, I love to hear that, man. Thank you. You're a man, GT. Stay real. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. What's the highest amount of par I should give without CO2? It's a good question, Stony. It's one of those ones that I like to say has a multitude of answers. So it's a very vague question. I understand your heart is in the right place with the question, but you have to understand that there's more variables that you have to put into it than a straight flat, how much par should you give a plant? What if your plant is this big versus what if your plant is that big? The bigger the plant, the more par it needs. Just like the more newts it needs, just like the more water it's going to need. So what I always say is don't think of it as what number should I give my plant? This is one of those times where you actually have to take your eyes and actually look at the plant. What is the plant actually asking you for. And I'm going to tell you that you can figure out the maximum number you can give your plant by actually watching it. So your plant, I've got a great video on this, and it's called When to Increase Light for Max Yield. And I actually go over this exact subject. So I would suggest, if you haven't seen that video, it's like a 20-minute video, and I go walk you through all the steps of what the leaves are doing to know when you can turn the light up. Now, if you want to take your little par meter and read it whenever you're like, okay, this is where the plant's doing before it starts acting up. That, that's one thing, but I would suggest, instead of trying to look at some par number to learn what your plant can take based on what it's telling you, and that you're always going to have way better luck doing that over trying to go for some par number that doesn't mean anything. Oh, I would love to see you dance. No, you wouldn't. I've been so scared to overwater, so now underwater. You don't want to do that either. I actually made a video on that. These plants, they function best. They function best whenever they are at a nice medium. So if you go too far in either direction, then you're gonna run into a problem. Hey, what up? What up, King Be Fine? How's Australia treating you? You're going to run into problems. You get too far either way, just like on a pH scale. We as humans like things in the middle of the pH scale, just like the plant does. What happens if we go too far this way? Then, we get too acidic. Our bodies do not like that. Just like if it gets too alkaline, we don't like that either. These plants are no different. Just like if you give them not enough food, you're going to have problems. You give them too much food, you're going to be problems. Once you give them the right amount, that's whenever the happiest. That's why that saying where if you give them more, you get more. That's not the way it works with this plant. You don't get more by giving them you don't get more by giving them too much. You get more by giving them the right amount and letting the plant freely express and reach its potential. It's just like if let's say I put nitrous on my race car, and we figured out the pistons can handle a 200 horsepower shot of nitrous, and I can get the car to run 9. So I'm like, well, man, if I give it a 200 shot of nitrous and it runs fine, what if I give it a 500 shot of nitrous? Well, the pistons aren't rated for that much power, so I can run up as much nitrous as I want. What happens? I just blow the freaking motor up, and I ain't get any faster. But more's better, right? More's better. I give it more, I get more. No, it doesn't work. That's not how it works. If I give it a 500 horsepower shot of nitrous, it blows the freaking motor up. Okay? Just like if I give it too much PK booster in my plant, it blows the motor up. The plant dies. I didn't get more, did I? No, you get more by giving the correct amount, not more. No, you would not like to see me dance. Just got a fire, het clown, yellow belly, in a terrarium for 200. What a steal. Haven't been able to grow the past 9 months, but still getting drops. Sad, but I'm following. Hey, Brandon, glad to hear you got your ball python. That's awesome. I got a bunch of ball pythons for sale on my Morph Market account right now. I just sold one. Was it yesterday or the day before? I sold a Super Orange Dream, Black Pastel, Inchy, Clown, Super Orange Dream, Black Pastel, Inchy, maybe Yellow Belly, Clown, and I think they bought it for $1,000. I can't ship it until it warms back up, but I just sold that snake for $1,000 on my Morph Market account the other day. I hear Princess GT Tom down there talking. I heard Dr. Bruce Bugbee in an interview say that finding that a pH of 6.5 is optimal. Thoughts? I don't have any problem with you feeding it a pH of 6.5. What I will say is the plant does pick up different nutrients at different pH levels. So what I've always found works best is a variety of pH levels instead of sticking to one exact pH this whole time. The plant, if you look at the chart at which you can, they make these charts that you can see that the plants, plus we can put whatever pH we want in there. Whenever we're growing a soil, the rhizosphere, and the plant's going to change it to whatever it wants to pick up, whatever it needs to at the time, because these plants pick up different. These plants pick up different nutrients at different levels. So you can put in 6.5 all the time you want, and then you can check your runoff pH. You don't have to. That's kind of silly, but you can check your runoff pH, and it might be 5.2. And you're like, well, how is this possible? I always put in 6.5 because the plant wants to pick up something in the lower pH range, so it's going to change it all by itself. Do you use Super Thrive? I do not. Yeah, but you don't want to overwater or underwater there, Sammy, because you're doing damage to the roots. Hey, what up, New York John? Good to see you, buddy. You're doing damage to the roots whenever you let them get too dried out like that. So you don't want to overwater and you don't want to underwater. They're both bad. You want to water correctly. Oh, hey GT, looking to start a perpetual with my second 2x4. I currently have an SP3000. Would a second one suffice, or should I use a different light? No, the SP3000 is literally a perfect light for a 2x4. So, what's your morph market? It's called Spartan Pythons. I have 2 Western Diamond rattlesnakes. Woo! That is out of my. I've got 123 ball pythons, but I don't have any venomous stuff. Hey GT, we appreciate your advice, and thanks to the Discord mods. Dude, I got the best Discord mods on the planet. My Discord's fucking awesome. Sorry if I upset anybody by saying my Discord mods are awesome, but they are. They're it's the best Discord on the planet. Hey GT, do you still use fabric pots? Mine get white mold around. It's awful. Yeah, I use fabric pots for flower, generally in veg. I'm in plastic pots because transplanting is so much easier. But generally, you're not getting white mold around them. That is generally your nutrients washing through the outside of the pot. So it's not mold. It's actually just your nutrients collecting. If you actually look at the bottom of your drip trays, whenever they dry out, there's a white film on there. That's your nutrients. So it's not mold that's growing on them. That's just the nutrients getting caught in the fabric. What's up, Stoned in 604? Hey GT, I agree with your stance on triploid situations. Seems to be other creators have the opposite view. Had a video with Humboldt promoting them. You know, people are going to have different views. It doesn't bother me. I have zero problem with the other content creators. I love all those guys. I love every single one of those content creators. I watch all their stuff. I extremely like watching their content. I think it's all extremely entertaining. We're going to have different views on stuff sometimes. You know, there's nothing we can do about that, but I still believe what I believe about them, and they believe what they want to believe about them. I have zero problem with that. So I had a couple people going to talk crap on their channels. I don't want that at all. It's just I have a different opinion on those, on sterile plants than they do. I have zero problem with any of those creators or them promoting it. It's just not my thing. But that's what's great about this space is I can still like every single one of those guys and girls and not like trips, and it's not a big deal. Who cares? I just have a different opinion on it than they do. So, but I love all those creators still. So, but I'm just not on the trip train. It's not my thing. But more power to them. That's just I don't like them. I don't like triploids. I don't like sterile plants. I grew up in the Midwest though, so maybe that's why I have a different view on them. I watched what sterile plants and seeds did and cost a lot of my friends, neighbors, and family. So I'm just not on the sterile plants and seeds train, especially. It's kind of like the same reason I had a problem with low stress training back in the day, because people couldn't high stress train because they were watering too often, feeding too often, the light was too close, and they were using low stress training as their only training method, because if they tried a high stress training method, the plants died. So high stress training got a ton of bad raps. And then so I would go in there with like electric hedge trimmers and chop the plants in half, be like, look, they're going to be just fine. And there would be videos back in the day of people using like freaking like medical gloves with sterilized scalpels and shit like that to do high stress training. And I'm like, this is all insanity. And so that's the only problem. That's one of the other things that I dislike about the trips is I don't like having to do something like that with like sterile plants to fix a problem that you can fix by adjusting your grow style. So it's just, I don't like that like crutch style of growing. It's the same reason that I used to get a lot of hate for my stop low stress training your plants video. It's kind of like in that same basket, but that's all. That's all. I missed so many questions. Love that answer, GT. Woo! Hey, thank you. Geez, yeah, WTT GT has been such an asset to the YouTube grow communities from the jump. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. Oh man, itchy. Did you just say you have over 100 snakes? You have 123 ball pythons, ranging in size from full size adults to a bunch of little babies. I just had a bunch of babies. Last week they just came out of the egg. Right there, a bunch of babies. That's all. They're all from the same clutch. Hold on here. No, but I'm on a live stream. I just wonder if I could get you guys anything. No. Bye. Let's see. Bugs are my least problem. Oh, that's always good. I don't like how they keep saying have more yield. If yield is space and light, yeah, that's another thing. If you're maximizing your tent space out already, you can only get so much yield per square foot of your tent. So once again, this is a problem you can fix with better gardening practices. What up, Root? Go Bills. There we go. Go Bills. We got a big game coming up this weekend. I say we, I'm not playing. I've just been a Bills fan since the early 90s, so. Is live popping training high stress? It's not too high stress, but it is a form of high stress training. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks there, Jason. Appreciate that. It's not a big deal that it's a high stress training method though. Like if you go to the gym, how do you build muscle? Do you build muscle by like laying around on the couch and not doing nothing, or do you build muscle by strenuous high stress training? What's the better way to build muscle, to get yourself jacked and bigger? Because it's probably not the low stress version. Boom, 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 boom. Cheers, GT. I just started a Spartan Sour Diesel and a Hey Abby. Dude, those people tried so freaking hard to get me to do a sponsorship video on there. And I told them no a bunch of times. And I just didn't trust them. And then I think Rob from CLTV, he started doing some videos for him. I think they gave him like an initial payment up front, and then they didn't pay him like the second half, and then they'd like sent me another thing, asking me to be on some kind of like live game show or something like that for Hey Abby. And I sent him a message. I was like, I wouldn't even consider doing this until I hear that you paid one of the other content creators the rest of their money for advertising your product. And then I didn't hear back from them ever again. So I was like, no, you're not going to, that's like, the community of growers that have rather, bigger size platforms, like we all talk to each other. I was like, you think I don't know that you didn't pay him all of his money for advertising, making videos, nice videos on your content? I was like, we all talk to each other. So no, you're not going to get some out of him and then not pay him and then want me to do, no, thank you. Next drop is Collab Cross with Mr. Grow It. Goddamn right. That's Magic Candy Mountain OG. That's PFG Purple Frost Giant Super Grape. And then that is going to be crossed with Mr. Grow It's Chill Out OG to make Magic Candy Mountain OG. Come to the Magic Candy Mountain, Charlie. That's going to be dropping soon. So if you haven't joined our Patreon yet, and we're looking to hopefully get in on that drop, there's a link to it. Any of the VIP tiers, they all get my crosses for free. So you might want to check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all have a good rest of your weekend. Our hour is already up, and I believe I have to go pick up we're going to go make some smoothies for the kids who are all sick, and they need some smoothies to maybe get some more extra nutrients, I guess, in there. Plus, they taste really good, so we'll just use the excuse that it's for extra nutrients, but they pretty much taste like candy. Hey, GT, have you ever ran Robinhood Genetics? I have not. There was somebody that was supposed to send me some banana buttercups one time, but they never did. So, go Chiefs! I don't have any problem with the Chiefs winning, but I don't think they're going to beat the Bills this weekend. I'll see you guys. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend, and stay warm. I'll see you guys. Go Bills.